back with a new fit. I'll be definitely finishing You've Got Post, but right now I can't seem to get in the flow of it. I will be getting back to it sooner or later though. This fic is in the gamer genre. Love the idea. Love reading it, and so far I'm loving writing it. Hope you will love it too. Just FYI, it's my first time writing in first person. It still feels a little weird, but that is the way the gamer works. Chapter 1. 50 Days in Tutorial. Dang. Among the silence and the darkness I'm in, but haven't before now noticed. The festive metallic sound is decidedly out of place. I feel as if I have just woken up, disoriented and definitely not running at full brain capacity. Or body capacity for that matter. Wait, where is my body? Heck, I don't remember much at all, but I definitely remember having a body at some point. I'm definitely awake now. Hello! Congratulations on winning the reincarnation lottery. The coveted spot of EthyGamer is yours. Hello? All that fire from before disappears as fast as it appeared. I was always one to roll with the punches. I cough. How did I do that without a body? To clear my throat, yes. Hello. Hello, and welcome to your afterlife. Thank you for being calm. I hate unruly customers. They take forever to move on. Oh, is my supremely intelligent reply. I see. So just darkness it is, huh? No, this is just limbo. Though normally people just go according to their beliefs. It's an automatic process more or less. Christian souls have the heaven-hell thing, while atheists just disappear into the ether like that. While I don't really remember believing in anything, right? Makes sense. So you, as a pure agnostic, have the fun event of rolling for your afterlife. Since you didn't care where you end before, you surely can't complain. Fair enough, though it would be a bitch to get hell just because a bad roll. Wait. You have mentioned reincarnation before. I did. A good roll, but that isn't all. I resist rolling my eyes. It seems the Reaper, or whatever this voice belonged to, got pointers from teleshopping presenters. A spot for EthyGamer had opened up and you got it. The betting pool at the office already started. Betting pool? I frown. Never you mind. Do you remember what the EthyGamer is about? I nod, and a pleased smile stretches over my lips. I do. A lucky roll, indeed. Excellent, everything is in working order then. Can we proceed? Yes, please, I reply. Definitely awake now. The gamer is awesome. The chance to live my life, like an RPG, sounds amazing. Who doesn't want to be able to fly or do magic, or even visit different universes one could only see on a screen or the pages of a book? Boring people, that's who. Good. A question first. Do you wish for a tutorial? My eyebrows rise at the unexpected question. I do know quite a bit about the gamer. I read the original manhwa, as well as many fanfictions on the subject. So what tutorial? Wait, were those fictions real? Like were the characters the previous gamers? The Reaper did say an open spot just opened up. Did that mean a previous gamer died? Yes, please. I would appreciate it. I hastily nod after that frightening thought. Good choice. Your predecessor was too impatient to start, and the option wasn't even offered to the one before that. He was too rude. We sent him to Dark Souls. I would prefer to start slow, I gulp, and perhaps never go there. While I personally never played Dark Souls, I knew its reputation well. That's what the tutorial is about. You get a training world for a few days to get yourself settled. If you don't die, which would be really pathetic by the way, you will make a jump into another universe. The option to travel further will be explained then. So, character creation. Would it be possible for me to know the training world in advance? I venture, I know many universes have different standards for characters, and I wouldn't want to stand out right at the beginning. Not to worry, while race changes might be possible at some point, you start off vanilla human. Noticing my question was brushed off, I shrug and nod. I want the Reaper to like me and not send me anywhere near Dark Souls. Better play along. Besides, the voice is pretty and I'm not feeling being bratty. Okay, have at it. Oh boy, character creation screen. I suck at this. And this isn't something that is easily changed later, so this is going to take a while. No need to rush, I'm paid by the hour. Good. Oh boy. Well, let's start easy. Female body type. It really does take forever, but one can't be really blamed for that. I know some people would kill for a chance to overhaul their entire body. While I don't really remember myself from before my death, I do recall I always did want a more athletic figure. I was in shape, but nothing better than that. And a slightly bigger bust. A nice full handful will be enough. So, what do you think? I asked the voice after hours of labor over my features. Not bad, but you really took that not standing out seriously, huh? I frown and look over the slowly rotating avatar of my future meat. Suit, you think it's too bland. 3 out of 4. Gamers choose white or silver hair, and either red or violet eyes. So, yeah. I do not want silver hair, but the Reaper has a point. I'll fiddle with it some more. I leave the body alone because I'm really happy with that. But the face does deserve some more work. Heck yeah, why not? I aimed for pretty, but I can be beautiful. Hey, how about this? Too over the top. I shake my head, not really knowing why. It is sure stunning, but I'm comfortable with it for some reason. But I like the eyebrows. How about this? And appearance locked. That you were a lot of help, I smile. That isn't just me trying to butter up the Overlord, it's true. It sure went a lot faster, and I'm really happy with the result. And no silver hair or red eyes. Simple reddish brown and dark gray respectively, but still eye-catching. Yep, we really did a good job. Still, thank God I'm dead because this has been exhausting. Now for the more fun part. Stats and perks? I perk up. Bad pun definitely intended. Your name, silly. Yep, we're definitely staying here forever. Ha 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 ha. Well, at least now I know the Reaper isn't getting bored. With a sigh, I begin to think. I already know I don't want it to be anything idiotic and out of the blue. And some famous surnames are a bit iffy despite their coolness. Sure, Pendragon sounded great, but not really worth the hassle. Better make my own name and have all my achievements my own. Not to say I wasn't tempted. In the end, and by end, I mean after what felt like eternity and endless considerations, I go with a tribute to my favorite author. First I thought Pratchett, nice and common enough, but at the last moment I was swayed by the rule of cool and decided on veterinary instead. One of his best characters. I like it, and should be okay. Sophia Veterinar. Why Sophia? Dunno, I like it. I like that it could be shortened to Phi, which was a letter of the Greek alphabet. Might make it my symbol. Now it's time for stats and perks. Finally. Not that there is anything exciting about the first one. I get a standard 5 in everything plus some free stat points to allocate as I wish, now or later. It's the perks that get my attention. I get 1 free roll, a perk without any downside. Then the Reaper offered new rolls, but you always get 1 positive and 1 negative. I'm definitely rolling at least once for that, but, for now, the freebie. How do I roll? You just tell me. Could I have the free one then, please? Perk received. Studious. Stat gain from reading and lessons is significantly increased. Brilliant. Int and whiz gains, here I come. Oh, this is great and I get it free. Wait. Does it work on things like swordsmanship lessons? Physical skills? That would be doubly great. Roll again? Definitely. Remember, it's 1. Perk for a flaw. I damn almost shiver in anticipation. I'll risk it. Perk received. Lucky. A permanent 15 LTAC, improves loot drops, and gacha chance. Flaw received. Battle lust. You love fighting and can barely resist its lure. Okay? Not bad. I feared for the worst, but this looks more or less all right. Lucky is undeniably awesome, that was expected out of a perk. Battle lust, though, the flaw is damaging, but not overly so. I mean, judging by the wording, I will not be a complete berserker mania. I will be able to control myself. I'll have the urge, but I can deal with that. What RPG game is without fighting anyway? Roll again, please. Perk received. Fast learner. You level your skills 20% faster. Flaw received. Sin of greed. Be it things or people, you want it all, and never to be satisfied hunger. I predictably love the perk. Faster skill leveling? Yes, please. And as for the flaw, It isn't as bad as it looks. I mean, in games I always collected stuff, did all quests, tried to level as high as I could. I never was satisfied there either. So, not that much of a difference. Plus, this will drive me to improve, not a bad thing. So not bad at all. Roll again? I wonder if the sin of greed is already working or not, because despite my desire, I kinda don't want to risk it. I like what I got so far, and quitting while you're ahead seems smart. Or maybe I'm just scared to be hit with some bullshit. Because I did read lots of fanfictions and some of those flaws were no joke. I did get really lucky so far. Finally, I shake my head no. I'll go like this. All right. Now to complete your profile, select a starting class. I will be able to change it later. That is great. My smile widens. Sure is. Now you get to pick from these. Fighter, Rogue, G-Mage. I hum classic. Oh, there are subclasses too. Once you max a class, you can pick up another one, each giving the game a new flavor. Also, more classes will be available when certain conditions are met. I'm studying the options with great interest, but I spare a thought to ask which level is max. You'll see. I have a suspicion the Reaper did not bother to ask or know it in some capacity, but fair enough. I will have to max the class anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I know or not. Back to my selection. I peruse them all, but I'm rather fixated on the mage category. Why? Easy. If everything is as I read, you can train skills from the physical classes anyway, but getting magic? That would be hard. Plus, it feels safer to deal with enemies from a distance at first. So, which one to pick? Elementalist, Necromancer, Healer, Arcane, Night Mind, Morjiwa. They all have different stat increases, free points you get every level up, but it's more or less int and whiz. The main point of difference are the starting abilities. Each class has 2, and promise that leveling the skills in the branch goes faster. I immediately eliminate the Necromancer and Healer options. They are undeniably great, but not for me, at least now. I want something more in the lines of personal badass. Gotta feel safe. Arcane Knight sounds pretty good being a melee mage. It fits the bill, but I feel I can do that on my own anyway. The Elementalist is the solid choice, but I'm really attracted to the Mind Mage. It has Telekinesis and Telepathy as the starting skills, and that blows the Fireball out of the water. I mean, surely I can get the Fireball later, right? Either in some form of loot or by myself. But Telepathy and Telekinesis. Yeah, those rock. And they are universally useful and less likely to get you burned at the stake. Yep, Mind Mage it is. Profile complete. Review your choices in a status. Status? I exclaimed giddily. Name: Sophia Veterinarilevel. 1-0% title. None class. Mind Mage. VL1. Stat Pew, 0.5 MP. 2.5 Stir. 5 Evit, 5 Ent, 6 Wiz, 6J, 6 Euntki. 5, 20. Available stat points. 7. Alright. I see the lucky bonus. It's not to base stat, but it shouldn't make a difference. The rest of the stats are at a basic 5, with the exception of the ones that Mind Mage helps with. Since I get 1 int, 1 whiz, and 1 cha every level, it seems I got it for level 1 too. Good stuff. Then I note the various tabs in Beam. It's also nicely organized. First tab is Perks, then Skills, Quests, Achievements, and Inventory. And that one is beautifully infinite. That is the best news. I also got curious about the Achievements tab, but was disappointed to just see gray boxes with question marks on them. Ah well. I also check if I have the famous Endgamer's body and eGamer's mindy, and was reassured to see them in the perk tab. Seems like you are set? Ready for your Zero World? Can I ask some things first? Fire away. Will I get some sort of backstory, or am I just going? The latter it won't matter in the tutorial. As for later, you'll see. I nodded all right. Will you stay on as the game system for me? No, but you won't likely notice the difference. Since you responded well to me, you get my voice and personality mod. But it's still a system. It won't be as chatty. I'm a bit surprised to be disappointed at that, but I nod easily. I think I'm ready then. Alrighty, let the games begin. What I mean is, games start in 3, 2, 1, T. Good luck. Games start. There is no sudden lurch or tunnel of lights. There really is nothing. I blink and am in an alley. A nice, rather clean alley with some dumpsters nearby. Guess this is it. 1 luck. She did say good luck. I chuckle. That's rather since I know that stat can't really be trained. World quest alert. What is high school without some dead? Kill 50 zombies. Or no. Survive. 50 days. Award. World jump, 30 credits. Skill book. After blinking at the word zombie, I strain my hearing, but nothing seems out of place. Just normal bustle of a city. I cautiously exit the alley and look around. A woman with Japanese features looks at me weirdly for a moment, probably wondering about me being in that alley in the first place. But then she returns her attention to her phone. Wait, Japanese. Everybody look Japanese. And the quest is called What is High School Without Some Dead? So High School of the Dead? The anime with famous fan service and death-defying breasts. Eh, system? I try without speaking. Am I in hot? You are. Would you mind telling me the timeline? 3 days before the outbreak. You were in the protagonist's city. Thank you. But won't it be a problem that I don't really speak Japanese? I mean, I studied a year or two, but you'll always have access to the world's main language. High School of the Dead is based in Japan, so you get Japanese. Thank you. Yep, definitely less chatty than the real deal. But I did get my answers, so great. So, first some planning. I get 2 free days and then practically a zombie dungeon. Definitely a good world to start in. And the game gave me some money, so I even get to stay in a hotel before that entire zombie thing starts. Money. I got struck with an idea and I have to congratulate myself on my genius. I'll always have my inventory with me, so why not rob the zombie-ridden city and get myself rich for the next world? I get some jewelry here and I sell it the next world over. I love it. A few minutes later, me trying not to laugh out loud like a maniac took time, I sit down at a nice cafe with a newly purchased notebook and pen in hand, enjoying the scenery while planning out this tutorial. First things first, the quest. 5,000 zombies sounds like a lot at first, but if they are easy mobs, then it should go smoothly. I should be able to get that done before the time expires, but the question was, should I? With the possibility of looting stuff, it would probably be better to wait to the end of the deadline and then kill the last zombie. Sure, I might miss out on some speedrun achievement, but really, would it be worth it? Money. Yep, I'll milk this tutorial to the last day. Better start keeping track of days then. Leave it to me. Oh, thanks, that would help a lot. Next, the protagonists. A bunch of high schoolers and the school nurse. Teenage drama. Dull. Yeah, pass on that. Besides, this was a training world to me, and they would just hamper that. Still, a pity about Buzujima Seiko. I really liked her. I had a poster of her uniform all torn up, posing all battle-flushed with a katana. Yeah, pity, but I'm staying just 50 days, and will be far too busy anyway. Might check out their school, though. The outbreak had to have originated somewhere nearby. And now, for the fun part. My training. Sure, my battle training would have to wait a few days, but some things I could train right away. Here you go. The waitress arrived with my coffee and cake. I smiled and thanked her, activating my telepathy on her. She's out of range almost immediately, but she doesn't seem to have noticed my intrusion. Great for level 1, especially since I got that she's jealous of my game-given complexion, and that she is worried about her boyfriend cheating on her. Still, the range is pretty pathetic, so I should probably stand in some queues or ride public transport to level it. Skills? Telepathy. Active. Level 1 na. Access your target's mind and read its thoughts. 500 MP use. 100 MP every additional second. Progress to next level. 20%. Cool. 4 more times and I get a level up. And the mana drain isn't bad. Definitely less draining than Thunderbolt would have been. And just as cool, if less flashy. Just wait until I'm not just reading thoughts, but actively making suggestions. So, yeah, Telepathy would get priority training before the outbreak. I doubt zombies had any thoughts aside from Brian's. Next up, telekinesis. Definitely trying it out before the zombies come, but since I will be using it was my main weapon on them, it can wait a little. That's the 2 skills I got by default, but I need to try making up skills by myself. The battle-oriented ones can wait, but some things require actual humans. Like acting or lying or manipulation or some such. Or maybe flirting, intimidation. I write that all down and then stare at my notebook for a while, really concentrating. You have created a new skill. Observe, active, level 1-1. The go-to skill of all with the power of the gamer, a surefire method of gathering information. 10 NP use. Great, that's a relief. I'll get more skills when I get a room somewhere. Need to grind that mind mage. I already have some ideas. But 2 can wait until later. It's morning and people are about. After spending several minutes writing down all those ideas in case I forget to try some of them, I turn a page in my notebook to focus on my stats. For now I will keep the free 7 SP unassigned. Better to wait and see where they'll be needed. Besides, stats could be trained too. Perhaps I could try going to the library and read a book through somebody. Try to combo telepathy and int training. Would that work? It will. Good idea. Int has risen by 1. Awesome. Thanks. I have to select some useful book though. And I have to ask where to find the library. Would me trying to be charming train the Cha stat? Also I could try running there. Maybe get some movement related skill. Not to mention either VIT, STR, or AGI. And I have to get that room somewhere. I sigh. The list is getting longer and longer. I'm pretty excited, but that of battle lust is steering that excitement mainly to the zombie bashing part of the quest. Oh well, 2 to 3 days and I get to let loose. It's just smart to train beforehand what I can't later. Oh, I also have to scout the city. If I'm going to rob it, it makes sense to scope my targets. I seriously doubt I could easily get guns, but maybe a blade? We are in Japan after all. Even though I think the European swords are better, someplace I could loot a lot of food. Then we have that nice jewelry idea. Better than money since jewelry is universal from Game of Thrones to Naruto. Everybody takes gold. I'll also want a phone and a map. Then anything that strikes my fancy, either for being easily sold or something for myself. I definitely want some more clothes, for example. Oh, and yeah. That Hezen of Greed is definitely making itself known. Ah, well, where to that damned library? I let myself fall onto the bed, a huge grin playing on my lips. It's almost midnight and the day went most excellently. Statuses. Name. Sophia Vatnerilevel. 1, 0% title, the Gamer class. Mind Mage, VLVL 7. Stat P, 4.8 MP. 30.6 store, 6 vit 8, 8 dex, 7 int, 18 wis, 17 che, 15 lac, 6, 21. Available stat points, 7. I changed my title even though it was useless. The Gamer was a vanity title, and nothing more. But I didn't like the empty space so I slotted it in. As for the rest of the changes, well, today has been mostly dedicated to other things, but the stat increase was pretty sweet despite that. And if you factored the free point I get from leveling class? Score. The Cha stat did get higher when I was talking to people, and tried my utmost, so great to know. Vitality got better with my new sprint. Sure, the people were a bit scandalized, but I got even some nice decks for avoiding them mid-run. I also helped one librarian with some heavy lifting, so I even got 1 S-star. For thinking of all that, I got a free point in Wiz. And that was before the studying. I attached myself to a university study group and read some really interesting stuff. It was pretty neat, especially in the telepathy department. Telepathy, active, level 11. Access your target's mind and read its thoughts. 500 MP use, 89 MP every additional second. Progress to next level, 87%. Oh yeah, keep it coming, baby. Also, from that it was pretty easy to create a new skill. Suggestion, active. Level 4 re, Access your target's mind and plant a suggestion. The less intelligent a target, the better the result. 4,840 MP use. Progress to next level, 0%. I leveled that up by trying to get one of the students to go places, like the bathroom, or a specific shelf to pick a specific book. It wasn't that easy, turns out, but it got easier as it leveled. I will definitely invest time in this one. After I was done with the library, I ran around some more. Pity I don't have a minimap, I asked, and then I got to the hotel I found while on my way to the library. And now for the last 3 hours I have been working on the more flashy skills. The room is extremely cramped, but I got to try my telekinesis without much trouble. First I just floated stuff around, but then I tried an attack, which went fine as well. A little more tricky is holding more things at the same time, or something really heavy. All that, though, gets easier and easier at every level up. Telekinesis, active, level 9. The ability to manipulate and move matter. 100 MP use, 4,650 MP, every additional kilogram, and every additional min. Progress to next level, 40%. Not bad at all, especially since I used that as a basis and created several new skills. Barrier, active, level 3 chests. A personal telekinetic barrier to shield you from harm. 9,850. I'm how min. Progress to next level, 5%. My very first defense skill. I was loving it, though leveling it by telekinetically hurling random garbage at myself wasn't all that great. Telekinetic strike, active, level 6. A telekinetic attack meant for pure damage, 500 MP use, 1300 mg. Progress to next level, 40%. Telekinetic crush, active, level 3 set. A telekinetic attack that asserts pressure from all sides, 1000 MP use, 2100 DMG. Progress to next level, 29%. All in all pretty basic, but it's day 1. And I confirmed with the system that at a higher class level and better stats, I could get telekinetic flight. So awesome. Speaking of class level, using my own mind mage skills, also leveled up the class, which went from nothing to level 7. That was particularly great since said level governed the range of all connected skills, and also how much damage they dealt. Mind Mage, equipped, level 7 and class skill range, 14 meters. Class skill damage, base DM Jint, V3. All class skills level 10% faster. 1 int, 1 whiz, 1 shay every class level. Everything was pretty clear besides the damage thing. I mean, how come int doesn't come out to play with other related skills? Like I did create the Arcane Bolt, which was basically just a magic discharge that strikes targets. But does that mean this skill doesn't get the bonus? Will it stay at the same base damage? Also,